During a family gathering, my mother pulled out a few photos of different men. She asks me which one I want to get into an arranged marriage with. This time, I didn't pick Bradley Gavin. I handed her a photo of another man instead, Terrence Gavin, the true head of the Gavin family. Mom looked stunned. After all, I'd chased Bradley for years, but she didn't know the truth. In my previous life, I married him. He rarely came home, and I always told myself he was just busy. I defended him every time someone asked. Then, on our 20th anniversary, I accidentally broke open a box he kept locked in his closet and found out the truth. He had loved my sister all along. He never came home because he couldn't stand to look at me. So this life, when I stood beside Terrence, ready to put the ring on his finger, Bradley lost control. The day after our engagement was announced, I ran into him. One of his friends spotted me and called out, "Bradley, your fiancé's here." Severion turned to look. Bradley frowned, irritated. "Julia Sanderson, you actually showed your face. You announced the Gavin Faye Sanderson engagement without my permission. Do you have no self-respect?" I froze for a moment, then I smiled calmly. "I'm not marrying you." His friends burst out laughing. "Bradley, your fiancée is hilarious. She's just making excuses. What a joke." Bradley's face darkened. "Julia, enough. You've been begging me to marry you for years. Now you claim you're marrying someone else to get my attention. Pathetic." He leaned close, his voice low and mocking. "I'll give you the title you want, but I'll never sign that marriage certificate, and you'll never be my wife." My breath hitched. In my past life, he'd never said that out loud. Then I saw where his eyes were looking, at my sister, Jenna Sanderson. She stood there, eyes glistening. "Bradley, I heard about your engagement. I just wanted to say, I wish you both happiness." Her voice cracked. She covered her face and burst into tears. Bradley glared at me. "This is your fault, Julia. You make me sick." Before I could react, he stormed toward Jenna and pulled her into his arms. Bradley and Jenna held each other tight, like the rest of the world had disappeared. They even kissed passionately. His arm was wrapped around her waist, her hand resting on his arm. Honestly, they looked more like a couple than Bradley and I ever did. People around us whispered, not even bothering to hide it. If I were Julia, I'd crawl into a hole and never come out. She's got some nerve, standing there watching her fiancé and her sister all over each other. I knew they were waiting for me to lose it, to scream, to cry, to do something dramatic just to get his attention, but I didn't give them the satisfaction. Bradley glanced at me, smirked, clearly pleased that I wasn't making a scene. He opened his mouth to speak. I turned around and walked out before he could. I called for my driver. While I waited, a black car stopped nearby. The window rolled down. It was Bradley. "Get in," he said. I was about to refuse, until I saw Jenna in the passenger seat. Bradley noticed my stare and frowned. "You shouldn't be sitting there," he told her. Jenna's eyes went red. "Bradley's just worried about me." "I'm sorry, Julia, I'll get out." But she didn't move an inch. Bradley held her hand and gave me a cold look. "Stop making things difficult. If you don't want to sit in the back, you can walk." I said nothing and opened the back door. Then Jenna giggled softly, brushing her fingers over his cheek. "Do you like the scent of my hand cream, Bradley?" Her touch lingered, and I heard him swallow. Their breathing grew heavy right before they kissed. A loud slam. Bradley turned, realizing the sound came from me closing the door. I was already walking away. "Where are you going?" he shouted. I pointed at a car pulling up. "That's my ride." He frowned, annoyed that I wasn't reacting the way he expected. He grabbed my arm, shoved a ring into my hand. "Stop acting childish. You're my wife. Even if it's just for show, don't embarrass me." I stared at him, calm. "And who's your real wife then, Jenna?" The look on his face said it all. "Watch your mouth," he hissed.